spawning in the top left of our map for here for StraTk Gaming. In purple is our Zerg player SkyHive. I love the little purple skull, flaming skeleton, Hydra thing. It's ridiculous. Some good icons that Blizzard has made. Good for them. And the top right of Frost for Outset Gaming. Yet another caster for SC Rush. It's our blue Protoss player. Gonna try to even up the series. It's AngryFalcon. No, let's be PvZ. Is this the first PvZ? I think it's the first PvZ we had. I thought there was gonna be another one earlier, but it turned out to be a PvP. So yeah, whatever. Looks like it's gonna be a gateway expand from Falcon. The TB Ham cannot do this build, but hey, whatever. That works for him. I'm so very awake. So very awake. I woke up about 1:30 last night, just sweating my ass off for no reason. Love when that happens. I even like turned down my heat prior to going to bed, so I knew it was going to be an issue. And I still just wanted to die an hour and a half after falling asleep. Like, sweet. Both players are scouting out right now. Nothing exciting just yet. PvZ, well, PvZ is kind of the bane of some people's existence. And there's people like Naniwa who are children who can't handle playing StarCraft anymore because they can't handle going through a situation like Swarm Host at the moment. But it's kind of been the situation for HOTS for a while. I've seen some really disgusting long games because of Swarm Host. Swarm Host Tempest kind of play, but c'est la vie. Protoss will figure out a way around it. Just attack earlier, just all in. It's the easiest way to deal with things, right? I mean, Protoss, you may as well all in. It's just the best thing to do. Right? Totally. Falcon is actually getting a little bit of advantage, able to scout his opponent on his first try. SkyHive is just going to be scouting his opponent now, in a little bit. He's going to see that this is a gateway expand, and he's going to be feeling comfortable to at least take this hatchery down here. He'll probably need to take gas pretty soon, just to keep himself nice and safe from any super early zealot aggression or anything of the sort with this gateway, this quicker gateway research being done. Drone just being annoying, picking away out of Highline here. I was playing a game like 2 days ago or so, and the guy I was playing just like completely ignored the fact that I had a probe in his base, and I chewed away at a pylon. I got it down to like probably 80 HP or so before he finally realized, hey, I should probably attack this probe sitting here. Might be a good idea. I think Falcon just now realizes that this drone is doing this right now. But a lot of Lings actually moving across the field right now, and there's not really anything to push him away. There's going to be a Mothership core here in a couple moments, but until then, there's nothing at the front. There's a couple buildings, and there's a probe in the way, and he could wall this off with another probe building a pylon here just to keep himself safe. Mothership core is actually going to pick away at the drone first. Another pylon goes down. He's actually not able to wall off, so this is going to be a bit of an annoyance for AngryFalcon, at least till the Mothership core gets down here and pushes everything away. But yeah, these Lings can pop into the main base and start taking on some probes if they're going to do just that. He's already killed 2, killing a 3rd one as well, so absolutely any damage he's getting done right now is a huge win for him. No Nexus has come down yet for Falcon. He has the money to do so. He has the money to get a Stalker too, which is probably the best choice for him. And just more Lings on the way. This is going about as poorly as I possibly could. 7 workers go down there super early. And good news for him is the fact that his opponent is investing more into this, and Falcon has completely walled off. He knows he kind of put himself in a bad situation here, and just deciding to wall off instead of dealing with any more of aggression like that. And he's going to cancel that, no problem. There are a good amount of Lings already out though. That is 14 Lings. And 14 Lings suddenly appearing inside your base can be kind of an issue, and especially when there's only a Mothership core. But SkyHive's not going to do that. He doesn't have speed. Gases are just now finishing up, so if he had speed, this would be a lot different story. But instead, he's taking a 3rd base. But yeah, that was a rough opening there for Falcon. Very rough opening. He's going to go Stargate behind this. It's going to be kind of difficult for SkyHive to scout out. There's only a Sentry coming out. Zealot is at the natural. No Stalker just yet, so Overlord here has a chance to swoop in and see that this Stargate is on the way, and at least prepare for it initially. And Phoenix or Oracle could both be very, very annoying, depending on, or even just getting a bunch of Void Rays and doing some sort of crazy bust with a bunch of Gateway units and Void Rays. That'll work too. Mushroom Core moving out on the map, seeing all these lings. Speed is just now on the way, so this might be a problem. There's only the one Zealot here. Cannon isn't finished up just yet. Actually, it looked like the lings were checking for a third base, which would have been just absolute insanity for Falcon to try to do. Especially after he lost 7 workers so early on in the game. And I think actually this Zealot, he moved a little bit too much, and he's now not really actually blocking that path. I don't think lings can probably get through there if they wanted to. Most likely, but Cannon is finished. And actually it's going to be an Oracle. First Oracle is out, and he's going to run right past, yeah, he's going to run right past an Overlord. So Falcons or SkyHive's gonna be able to set up this. If he saw it, he did. He's moving a Queen already into position, getting a Spore Crawler. And the main, at least, no Spore Crawlers just yet in the natural, but Spore Crawlers gonna take a while to get up. And despite this Queen being here, Queen attacking immediately, and actually Oracle going directly after the Queen, which is not exactly what you want to happen. Actually, does he kill that? He does kill that. Huh? I didn't realize that Oracle just beat a Queen straight up like that. Would have figured they would have taken a little bit more damage, but Spore Crawler is finished now, and Oracle doesn't have much health left, but now the Spore Crawler lifted. He's gonna be able to get another few more kills. He actually got six kills on that Oracle. Nicely done there. So he's almost evened up the worker kill count here, and he's not done anything else with the Stargate just yet. So yeah, he's set himself up to kind of come back in this game after the rough start there. 38 to 29 workers. He is in the lead. There are 3 bases up for SkyHive, and he does have, well, he only has 2 queens. He did lose the queen in his main base, so that's a nice little victory there for Falcon. But Ling's gonna try to poke in, but yeah, there's a Zealot. I guess that was walled off, so nicely done there. And there's actually just a lot of Zealots and sentries right now. And +1 weapons on the way for Falcon. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot more gateway units for a little while. Nothing out of the Stargate, because he just wanted to get that first Oracle out and just be super annoying and really make his opponent afraid of anything else coming in. But he's only made 1 more Spine Crawler. Hasn't even made a Spine Crawler, or Spore Crawler, excuse me, at his 3rd base yet, so. But he's gonna check over here. He's gonna actually see the 3rd base. I don't think he can attack. He's gonna try to attack this Queen, but he's gonna need to get out of there because he's not gonna kill the Queen this time. He doesn't have the energy to, I don't think. Of course, I'm wrong again, and he actually kills another Queen. Wow, Oracles are pretty freaking strong, huh? Nerf Protoss, right? Right. No 3rd base yet from Falcon. He's only on these 3 gateways here, and he's got a ton of minerals, so he could probably go for a 3rd base soon, or if he decides to do that, but he's choosing not to yet. Actually getting a Twilight Council, and he's starting to add on some Void Rays here. And there he is going to start going for, he's going to go for a 4th base. 3rd base, excuse me. He's going to take it at this position here. A little bit harder to hold, but it's not a big deal. The way Protoss wall in cannons at their bases now, this is going to work a little bit better. This is a very annoying spot to hold, especially when like roaches and hydras come into the game, and they just sit up this high ground and are super annoying to your mineral line. At least at this point, everything has to get into next to the Nexus to actually start attacking anything. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of Void Rays here, and with a bunch of Gateway units, it seems. Nice hallucinated Phoenixes coming out for Falcon. He's going to be scouting around, making sure there's nothing crazy coming out. And there really isn't. Nothing just yet. Nothing being used out of the Twilight Council. Our Robo facility is finally on the way to join with the Stargate. And not much of a tech path chosen from SkyHive. He does have a Hydrogen finished, as well as... Oh wait, I thought he had a Hydrogen already. Where is it? Could have sworn I saw a Hydrogen pop up on the production at some point. I guess not. His Rush Warrant is finished, however. And +1/+1 is on the way as well. The Phoenixes did come in, and they did see everything. Another Queen going to be tried to kill off by this Oracle, but I think it might finally die. Oh my gosh. 1 HP. Seriously. How does this happen? How do these things happen? What do good things happen to good... Wait, why do bad things happen to good people? Oracle going to town on this hatchery. Actually getting a good amount of damage down there. That's pretty annoying. That Oracle has killed 3 Queens. That's ridiculous. Lings trying to pop in. There's nothing at this 3rd base actually to push these things away. He's gonna want to build some cannons here. He's got a ton of minerals. He could really just do that. And he's gonna be going for some Colossus here. He did see that the Hydro Dam was on the way, so he knows that it's a possibility. He's gonna want to have Colossus here out for it. Blink is gonna be on the way. Charge, I imagine, will be on the way eventually. After that, Charge Colossus against a bunch of Hydras. Kind of the A-OK perfect way to go against this, but. a lot of Lings already out here for our Zerg player. They don't have any upgrades besides +1 Carapace, and they're be going against a good amount of Zealots. And again, there's nothing defending this base. He needs some cannons. I don't know if does he know his base is here. No, he doesn't. SkyHive is expecting the third base to be over here. It's just not. There's no third base there. So sad. So sad. But he could swing in, and if this base is completely undefended here, he's going to be able to swing in and do a lot of damage if he wanted to. A lot more gateways being added on here in the main base for our Protoss player here. Good lord. And actually a pretty big engagement. There's not really much here. A good amount of force fields, but not using those force fields, and everything's going to be, looks like it's going to just die. Time warp used by Falcon. Kind of keep himself safe. Just needs to start warping in. He's still only on these 3 gateways. One Colossus is out. Now they're going to be joining shortly, and all these gateways are finishing up, but until the gateways finish, it's going to be kind of a rough situation. Colossus tried to get sniped off, but now there's a good amount of units, and force fields are going to keep all those units in together. Actually, units are going after the Colossus. Nicely done. Trying to take the biggest amount of unit you can, biggest gas unit possible, and kill it. But to no avail. Everything is dead now for our Zerg player, but that was an okay trade there. He killed off. I think he killed off all the sentries, and yeah, Falcon lost a good amount there, and just for a lair tech army, but he did keep his Colossus alive. He's gonna have 1 out, 2 out now. We will start a 3rd here in a moment, and even just adding on more Void Rays. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty scary army for our Protoss player quite soon. And he's on 3 bases, and even adding on a couple more gateways, and still no cannons yet at this base, so run-bys could do a lot of damage if SkyHive chose to do that. It doesn't seem he's going to be doing that just yet, though. And still no hive techie sort of ideas coming from our Zerg player just yet. +2/+2 is about to finish here, though. He may not have a chance to actually get that finish. +2 has finished for our Protoss player. And charge isn't finished either, and actually he's engaging with not any force field, just this really difficult to do. Actually blinks to kind of make a force field of stalkers rather than actually using force fields. And these 2 Colossus are doing a lot of damage here. She's probably going to have a good chance to kill off this base pretty easily. And yeah, supply dropping quite rapidly for our Zerg player here. 135 to 92 supply, and just the amount of tech out for SkyHive. +2 has finished for SkyHive, but he is against +2 ground weapons for the Protoss player, and a much better army at the moment. More units coming in and streaming across the map for our Protoss player, actually adding on a pylon somewhere nearby. There's finally a proxy pylon going down, but SkyHive trying to set up as much of a flank as possible. Roach speed is just now finishing up, but engaging into these 2 Colossus is going to be very difficult, and more Stalkers are joining this battle. And everything's going to be starting to kind of die off here. 145 supply to 76 in favor of AngryFalcon here. It looks like Falcon is going to be able to even up the series of 3-3 for Outset. Here in just a moment, the drones are pulled off the line, trying to do what they can, but that is going to be GG there. And I love where this game ended. Look at those effects. Look at those effects. That is like 3/4 of a Stalker over here. That's really kind of neat. That's kind of cool. Nice. All right. So, even series once again. Be back shortly with game number 7.